Hi, hello everyone. I'm Toshi from Japan and Travel Guide for Foreigners. In this video, I'll show you
15 new things to know about Japan entry before traveling to Japan in 2024. In today's video, I'm delving into essential 15 tips to make your arrival in Japan smoother than ever before. While I've covered travel tips in past videos, this time, I'm focusing specifically on what you need to know to start enjoying your trip right after landing in Japan. For those who've never been to Japan, the language and culture differences might seem daunting, but fear not. I promise that by watching this video, I'll significantly reduce the stress of your arrival in Japan. I'll break it down into two categories: what to prepare before arriving in Japan, and what to do immediately upon arrival. I've compiled 15 latest tips and tricks to ensure a smooth entry into Japan, covering everything from immigration and customs procedures to getting cash, accessing Wi-Fi or internet, arranging transportation to the city, obtaining transportation IC cards like Suica or Pasmo, and even luggage forwarding services. These are everything you will need in the first hour after arriving in Japan. By knowing these tips, you'll be able to kickstart your Japan adventure right after touching down. Please watch this video until the end.
So, let's get started.
Things to do before your entry to Japan. Number 1 is Visa Requirements Update. Japan currently offers visa exemption to travelers from around 70 countries and regions. However, it's important to note that the specific terms, including the duration of visa-free stays and conditions, can vary significantly between different countries. What's more, the global COVID-19 pandemic has had a considerable impact on international travel. As a result, entry requirements have been subject to frequent changes, making it vital for travelers to stay informed. A noteworthy point to remember is that while Japan extends visa exemption to certain countries, there are nations like Peru and Colombia that recommend obtaining a visa. According to the official website of Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, travelers from these countries entering Japan without a visa might undergo rigorous immigration scrutiny, potentially leading to entry denial. So, to ensure you're well prepared and up to date, I strongly recommend visiting the official website of Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
This source will provide you with the most current and country-specific visa requirement, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free entry into Japan.
Number 2 is online service for immigration. I want to share an essential tip for a smooth entry into Japan. It's all about a fantastic service that can save you time and bypass long lines at the airport. This is also explained in a previous video, so please watch it if you'd like. The Japanese government has started providing convenient online services for immigration and customs procedures. You can complete processes like quarantine registration, immigration inspection, customs declaration, and even duty-free shopping in advance. This means you won't need to stand in queues on arrival. It's a real time saver. There are 3 things you need to register: your flight ticket, passport, and email address. However, there's an important update to note. In March 2024, the Japanese government issued a warning about suspicious apps like Visit Japan Web Info. Please be aware that this service does not provide any official apps. So, if you happen to download a suspicious app, it's crucial to uninstall it immediately.
So remember to use the official Visit Japan web platform to speed up your entry and avoid unexpected issues. Safe travel and enjoy your time in Japan.
Number 3 is book your hotel in advance. After completing your airport arrival procedures, one of your top priorities is making your way to your accommodation. However, there's a significant caveat you should be aware of. As I discussed in a previous video, Japan is currently grappling with the challenges of over-tourism. Additionally, Japan is experiencing a labor shortage, and this includes hotel staff. What this means for you as a traveler is that the demand for accommodations often outstrips the available options. The result, if you haven't taken the time to pre-book your hotel stay in advance, you could find yourself without a place to stay upon your arrival in Japan. In the event you do find a room, It's not uncommon for popular or well-located hotels to be fully booked, leaving you with limited choices. Even worse, the available rooms may come at a higher price or might not meet the quality standards you'd expect. To avoid these hassles, I strongly recommend that you book your accommodation for at least the initial days of your stay before your departure to Japan. When you book a hotel, I recommend Expedia or Booking.com. I have traveled to 75 countries around the world. Throughout my travels, I've relied on those two platforms. This holds true even in Japan, where utilizing these two platforms ensures a smooth travel experience. If you opt for Expedia, using the link provided in the description box helps support my channel with a small commission at no extra cost to you. Your assistance contributes to the creation of more content.
So if you are considering utilizing Expedia for your booking, I'd be grateful for your support.
Number 4 is be careful for arrival time. When arriving in Japan, one crucial factor to consider is the time of your arrival. In Japan, it's important to be aware that public transportation, including trains and buses, stops running during the late night and early morning hours. This means that if you arrive late at night or in the early morning, you might find yourself without access to public transportation to get to the city or your hotel. To bridge this gap, you'll need to rely on taxis for your transfer. Now, it's essential to highlight that, as discussed in my previous video, Japan's taxi fares are known to be relatively high. This is especially true at major airports like Narita Airport in Tokyo, which is situated about 70 kilometers from the city center. Taking a taxi from the airport to central Tokyo can cost you around 25,000 yen, which is approximately $180. To avoid such high taxi fares, you might want to consider staying at nearby airport hotels if you have a late night arrival. There are hotels that are not only more affordable than the taxi fare, but also convenient. Alternatively, you can explore budget-friendly capsule hotels for a unique experience. Another strategy is to avoid late-night arrival flights. By doing so, you can reduce the chances of facing these transportation and accommodation challenges.
Remember, thoughtful planning regarding your arrival time can save both money and hassle, ensuring a smooth start to your Japan adventure.
Number 5 is bring comfortable shoes. When you're exploring Japanese cities, especially in urban areas, wearing comfortable shoes is a must. Here's why. In Japan, cities rely heavily on trains for transportation. This means you'll find yourself walking through train stations using stairs and covering distances between attractions. Additionally, many Japanese cities, like Kyoto, have hills, so good walking shoes are essential for sightseeing. While high heels may look stylish, they're not practical for getting around efficiently. To put it in perspective, when I lived in the US, where cars are common, I walked about 3,000 steps a day. In Japan, it's more like 20,000 to 30,000 steps daily, even on standard tourist outings.
So my advice is opt for comfortable, supportive shoes to ensure you enjoy your travels without foot fatigue.
Number 6 is book Shinkansen in advance. When traveling in Japan, unless you are staying in only one city, you will most likely take the Shinkansen for transportation. As I explained in a previous video, over-tourism is currently occurring in Japan, and there is a risk that you will not be able to take the Shinkansen on the day and time you want to ride. Therefore, in this chapter, I'd like to introduce the services crucial for your booking of the Shinkansen. The first is SmartX, enabling online reservations for Shinkansen bullet trains from Tokyo down to Kyushu. This service conveniently covers popular destinations like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and Hiroshima, making it an all-encompassing solution. It's user-friendly. Simply download the app, input your details, select your route, seat preferences, and make the purchase. The second is Ekinet. This platform offers online Shinkansen reservations from Tokyo to the northern Tohoku area. If you plan to head north of Tokyo, Ekinet is your go-to. I recommend using their website for reservations, because this service lacks an English app and has received not good reviews. The process is similar to SmartX. Register your details, search for tickets, choose your preferences, and proceed with the purchase. If you're eyeing a Japan Rail Pass or similar passes, press purchase a pass, otherwise, hit purchase tickets. The flow from there aligns with SmartX's process. Remember,
it's important to note that these apps differ in the areas they cover, so choose based on your destination.
Number 7 is book activity in advance. What do you want to do when you come to Japan? Thank you guys. I've received various inquiries like finding guides or tours and seeking recommendations for must-do activities in popular tourist spots like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. There were some of them that you need to book in advance. To address these needs further, I'd like to introduce you to an excellent solution, the Klook app. This app is an amazing resource that can assist in discovering exciting activities and tours in your chosen location. Plus, one fantastic perk is that tickets to tourist attractions often come at discounted rates compared to buying them conventionally.
Have an amazing adventure and make the most of your time in Japan.
Number 8 is Get Navigation Apps. In Japan, there are navigation apps like Japan Travel and Yahoo Map available, but I highly recommend using Google Maps as it's an all-in-one solution. It works well in cities and countryside areas throughout the country. With Google Maps, planning your routes becomes a piece of cake. Whether you're taking a train, bus, or any other public transport, just enter your destination, and Google Maps will give you the best directions. It covers walking and public transportation routes, all starting from your current location determined by GPS. Besides Google Maps, Japan Travel is a handy app to have. It's created by Japan's major app developer, Navitime. What makes it stand out from Google Maps is its integration with great deals like the Japan Rail Pass. To use it, simply tap on the Tourist Pass section. Choose the pass you're interested in, say the Japan Rail Pass, and see if it covers your intended routes in the search results. My foreign friends who visited Japan relied on Google Maps and Japan Travel during their trips.
Using those navigations app is incredibly easy and convenient, and it will definitely enhance your experience in Japan.
Number 9 is Get Transportation Apps. In Japan, you might know that many locals don't speak English fluently, which can sometimes pose a challenge for travelers. That's where translation apps come to the rescue, and there are several to choose from, including Google Translate, Papago, and DeepL. However, my personal top pick is Google Translate. I've had the opportunity to travel to 75 countries, and Google Translate has consistently proven to be a reliable companion. What sets it apart are its standout features: voice translation and image text translation. The voice translation feature allows you to have real-time conversations with Japanese people. You can speak into your phone in your language, and Google Translate will quickly
from
translate
Japan.
what you said into Japanese. The person you're talking to can respond in Japanese, and the app will translate their response
Where's
back
the
to your
restroom?
language. It's like having a personal interpreter in your pocket. The image text translation is another game changer. If you come across signs, menus, or any text in Japanese that you don't understand, you can simply open the app, point your phone's camera at the text, and watch in amazement as it automatically translates the text into your chosen language. It's incredibly handy for deciphering all sorts of information while exploring Japan. So, whether you're having a conversation with a local or trying to make sense of a Japanese menu, Google Translate is the versatile tool you need.
It ensures that language barriers won't hinder your experience in Japan.
Things to do after your entry to Japan. Number 10 is exchange money. Japan's embracing cashless payments, but there are still places where cash is king. For instance, when you need to load your Suica or Plusmo cards, it's cash only. So, upon your arrival in Japan, you'll want to ensure you need to have some cash on hand. Fortunately, you'll find currency exchange counters at the airport. If you want to get cash from an ATM, I will explain it in the next chapter. Here's a tip: the exchange rates at these airport counters can be less favorable. If you want to check the current bank rate, I recommend the currency converter app. Using it is straightforward. You select the currencies you want to convert between, then input the amount you wish to exchange. The converter will display the current bank rates, allowing you to gauge if the rate offered at the exchange center is reasonable. What's great about this tool is its compatibility with currencies worldwide. Therefore, it's not only beneficial for your travels in Japan, but also for trips in other countries, and it's a good idea to change only money you need. I think that 5,000 yen per person is enough. Once you're in the city, you can usually find better rates at local exchange places.
In Japan, getting Japanese yen is easy for you, so there is no need to exchange money at a disadvantageous rate before you arrive in Japan.
Number 11 is money withdrawal. In Japan, international airports where foreign visitors arrive always have ATM. You can easily withdraw Japanese yen using your credit or debit card there. Of course, there are many ATM in the city as well. Fortunately, these ATM are multilingual with English, Chinese, and Korean options available. Now, you're all set to enjoy your trip without any worries about cash. Remember, there are some places where cash is king in Japan.
So a little bit of cash in your pocket can go a long way. Happy travels!
Number 12 is Wi-Fi and SIM card. When traveling in Japan, having reliable internet access is essential. There are two options: Wi-Fi devices and SIM cards, both readily available at Japanese airports. You don't need reservations. Furthermore, in some airports, you can even purchase them from vending machines. Now, which option is better for you? Well, that largely depends on your travel style. If you're looking for cost-effectiveness and convenience in terms of carrying, a SIM card might be the way to go. It easily fits into your phone, providing you with data wherever you go. And nowadays, eSIM is also popular these days. If you would like to use it, I recommend the service provided by Japan Wireless. If you use my coupon code, you can get 10% off. Please check out the link in the description. On the other hand, if you're traveling with a group of people, renting a Wi-Fi device could be more economical. Multiple users can share the same device, splitting the cost and ensuring everyone stays connected. If you want to use pocket Wi-Fi, I recommend the services provided by Japan Wireless or Ninja Wi-Fi. I also used them, and the initial setup was easy and the network was very good and convenient. Each company has discount coupons. If you use my coupon code, you can get 10% off. Please check out the link in the description. Finally, the choice between a SIM card and a Wi-Fi device depends on your needs and preferences.
Consider factors like the number of users, your budget, and your convenience to make the best decision for your trip.
Number 13 is luggage forwarding service. When you land at a Japanese airport, the last thing you want to deal with after a long flight is lugging around heavy, oversized luggage. While some travelers opt to head straight to their hotel to drop off their bags, this process can be time-consuming, especially if you're arriving early in the day and your hotel check-in time is later. This is where luggage forwarding services come to the rescue. These services allow you to send your luggage directly to your intended destination in advance, eliminating the need to haul it around with you. For instance, if you drop off your luggage by 11 a.m., depending on the distance, same-day delivery might be a possibility. Even if you miss the 11 a.m. window, you can rest assured that your luggage will be waiting for you at your hotel the following morning. Traveling light has some benefits. Navigating through airports and public transportation becomes a breeze, and you can start exploring the city right after your flight lands. So, take advantage of these luggage services in Japan.
Enjoy your travels and explore Japan without the burden of heavy luggage.
Number 14 is train IC card. Train IC card is essential for travelers, serving not only as payment for public transportation, but also for shopping at convenience stores, supermarkets, and vending machines, offering remarkable convenience and streamlining travel within Japan. However, as I explained in my previous video, the sale of physical Suica and physical Pasmo were halted due to semiconductor shortages. However, JR East has announced a limited restart of physical Suica card sales in certain Tokyo areas. Stations where purchases are possible include Tokyo, Shinagawa, Shibuya, Shinjuku, Ikebukuro, and Ueno. I personally visited these stations to confirm the current situation. The conclusion is that you can purchase them, but there were a few important points to note. First, each person can only buy one card due to limited stock amid semiconductor shortages. I asked to purchase one for a friend, but was told that they could not sell it due to a shortage of semiconductors and low inventory. Second, there are two purchase options, a plan with a 500 yen deposit and 500 yen charge, total 1,000 yen, and another with a 1,500 yen deposit and 500 yen charge, total to 1,000 yen. Third, it's crucial to be aware that sales may end once the stock is depleted, according to the staff. While it's not expected to run out immediately, the popularity of these cards may lead to shortages in the coming months. Also, as explained in my previous video, there are 6 other alternatives besides Suica and Posmo with such variety. You may also think that you don't know which one is best for you. I would you like to check out my previous video for more details, but I tell you 2 important considerations to help you make the best choice here. Firstly, check if mobile Suica is compatible with your device. If you can use it, I recommend you use it. Secondly, consider whether you'll be entering Japan through Tokyo's Haneda Airport. If so, you have 3 options. You can buy the option to purchase Posmo Passport or welcome Suica at the airport. Alternatively, take a train to the city. Visit the stations which a physical Suica are sold and acquire it. If you don't enter from Haneda Airport, you will enter from Narita Airport in Tokyo. In this case, please purchase a Posmo Passport at the airport, or take the limited express train Narita Express or bus to Tokyo. Go to the station described in Chapter 1 and purchase a physical Suica. For those entering through other regions like Osaka or Fukuoka, the process may vary.
Feel free to ask questions in the comment if you are uncertain.
Number 15 is transportation from the airport. When arriving in Japan, there are various transportation options available for getting from the airport to the city center. You can choose from taxis, buses, trains, or even special rapid express trains. The specific transportation options might vary depending on the airport you arrive at. For instance, at Narita Airport, you can catch the Narita Express, while at Haneda Airport, you'll find the Tokyo Monorail. These special trains are great choices, especially if you want a comfortable and efficient way to avoid crowded commuter trains. If you would like to take a taxi from the airport, I recommend the airport taxi service provided by Inbound Platform. By making a reservation in advance, you can ride without waiting. If you use my coupon code, you can get 10% off. Please check out the link in the description. For those looking for a more budget-friendly option, buses are also available. Finding the right bus route to your hotel might seem challenging, but with the help of apps like Google Maps, you can simply input your hotel's name for easy guidance. Feel free to choose the transportation method that best suits your preferences and budget. And if you ever find yourself unsure, the helpful airport staff will be more than happy to assist you. Safe travels, and enjoy your time exploring Japan. How was 15 new things to know about Japan entry in 2024?
Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!